Hey y'all, it's Echo Girl. Today we're going to be talking about my first sim speed build. What a treat. This was actually hard for me. I've made a few builds from start to finish, but to be honest, I'm not that good at them. I think this is my best so far. It took me a while, it took me a hot minute. I had to watch quite a few tutorials while I was making this because halfway through I kind of just realized that I didn't actually know as much as I thought I did about house building, but I turned it out. You can see this big pillar in the middle. I originally wanted it to be a chimney because I'd seen another sim tuber called Lil Simsy do this built-in fireplace instead of the preset, and I thought that would look really nice, like a big brown block in the middle, but it turned out horrible. And as this was meant to be a tiny build, I just didn't have room for the fireplace, so you'll see me messing around with this for a while. This is actually an ultra modern build with like kind of some rustic furnishings in the middle, but it's mainly modern. I find most of my builds are super modern. It's just my style of furnishing. It's like a mix between rustic or modern and kind of like sometimes fancy, but I usually just like ultra contemporary. This kind of split level rooftop bar situation is also what I really like, and the big open windows, it just makes me happy. In this like 180 pool situation, can you imagine waking up and like falling out of your front door into a 180 swimming pool on your own property? That would be amazing. My Sims really be living their best lives. They'd be wilding, y'all. I usually renovate. Like I like renovating the base game apartment. Sorry, not base game, like the Max's apartments or just stuff that I find on the gallery. So again, knowing how to do a floor plan or where to put the windows was a test. But like I said, I just watched tutorials and kind of got myself better at it. Bathrooms are always super hard for me, especially when they're such a small place, because I want to just cram stuff in. I love content and I love junk, like wall decor, hangings and stuff. I went and did a playthrough after I've made this, and I actually removed the wall hanging because it wasn't playable. For some reason, like the toilet just wasn't usable by the Sims. It really annoys me when that happens, but all I did was switched it around the sink and that's fine. I'm not sure why that is a solution because the sink is in the same place and it's still usable, but I'm not a genius about Sims magic. This bedroom was fun but hard. You'll see later in the video I changed my mind so many times. I find that the selection of beds is just not working for me because I'm just looking for something that looks like lived in or modern, something with blankets or something that's low and wide, but all the beds here are quite old fashioned. I can never really find a bed that I like. But this kind of girly teenage bedroom vibe, I did like it. I especially like this sofa, but I changed it because I just decided that it didn't fit with the rest of the property. Like this is meant to be this big open space, this kind of old-fashioned vibey furniture just doesn't work. But in the end, yeah, you'll see me go through this bedroom like a million times. If I was a sim, I think I would spend most of my time in the kitchen. I love some of the new kitchen pieces, especially with Jungle Adventure, which is what you can see here. These counters are from Jungle Adventure, this Salvadorian kind of stuff. If I was a sim, I'd spend all my time here. This fridge is absolutely gorgeous. I was really happy with the content with Jungle Adventure. If I was a sim, I'd spend all of my time making lobster thermidor and black and bass. I know some of y'all don't mess with that because you're anti-seafood, but for me, it's the one. It is the one. And these little paintings from pets, I love them. I use them all the time. They're meant to be like dog friendly and cat friendly. I really wish there was a moodlet for the animals looking at those paintings because they're described in the shop as cat friendly and dog friendly, but nothing really comes of that. These little shelf cabinet things from Laundry Day I really like too. These, most of my things I'm using are from Spa Day, sporadically from Dine Out, also from the fitness pack. I was usually kind of against packs just because you don't get a lot of stuff for them. I really resent paying like £10 and you get like 25 items if you're lucky, but I actually do own nearly all of the packs except from the My First Pet pack and obviously Seasons because it's not out yet. And who else is so excited? I remember how excited I was when I got seasons for Sims 3, but my computer was so filled up with junk at the time that I couldn't play it because it crashed my game, which was really sad. But obviously I had all those expansions for Sims 3, then Sims 4 came out and I don't play Sims 3 anymore, and it just sits there lonely. Like, I have the actual physical copies on my bookshelf and they're all like nicely packed together but just lonely, because all my Sims 4 games are digital. I buy them all through Origin. So even that's like a sign of the past, having physical copies of games. I don't remember the last time I bought a physical copy of a game. Yeah, and now we're just coming around to the exterior of the house, which also is what I had a problem with, because when I would build properties before, they would just look boring. Like, I didn't put anything on the walls. I just, like, just put a chair there. That's fun. It looks great if you put a chair there. This little outdoor area under the stairs, I think would just be great. You get out after the pool. There's a little stereo. You can chill with your sim friends away from the front of the property, which is quite exposed. And I had no idea what to fit. I thought these bamboo reeds look really cool, but when I looked into the property, you could see them. So I chose these like pillars instead. That's a nice way to tidy up your build, to add pillars on the end. It just makes it look a bit tidier to me. Another thing that I was scratching my head over for like weeks now is how to use the exterior roof trim, and I googled the wildest things like Sims 4 flat roof boarding, whatever, just all this stuff, and I couldn't do it. But I realised it's a really simple feature. It's just there. It's right here. It's underneath the roof, and I'd never noticed that before. And it changed my life. I've been using the shortest fence I could find, which is what I have on the outside of the pool, just because it like looked the closest to me. But after I found that, it looks so much better. Like, it just looks more tidy and polished, and I feel like I am a little bit more of a builder now. These modern chairs, I love. I would own them in a heartbeat if I could probably afford their real life counterpart, which is probably not within my budget, but that's okay. And I had these little backlit mirrors in the dressing room area, which would be super fun, I thought. Like, imagine that. You just wake up, roll out of bed, you can look out your big floor to floor, your big wall to wall window into your outdoor pool. You've got your cute little desk of drawers, these backlit mirrors. It's just beautiful. Like, so sleek, so modern, so tidy. And this little chair, the little ottoman. Guys, I was talking crap about the Sims content, but I'm realizing now there's actually a lot of stuff I love in this game. What I always struggle with is finding modern wall art as well. I noticed that there's very little modern art. Everything's vintage, like vintage framed, or there's a lot of posters which I never seem to use. But yeah, there's like just 3 or 4 pieces that I keep recycling, and I'm like desperate for something new. I really hope Seasons has some fun wall art. It's not like we don't have a lot, there's just not a lot that I like. Maybe I'm just building the wrong kind of property. I should build old builds from now on. Then I'd have loads of content that I like. I love these little lights in the pool as well. It's such a fun feature. And I also love you can change the water. So see, we have out here the exterior with a little fountain, just, to make the place look a bit more expensive and nice. We can see it from the side. We've got a little bubble wall. How cool is that, with that outdoor seating area? The Salvadoran kitchen, which I would spend all of my time in, and those cute little perspex chairs, and like plants everywhere. I feel like when you have a small build, it's best to put plants like everywhere. I love this TV table as well. That's from Spa Day, I think. Then a little bit of a colour palette change in the bedroom with that ultra modern furniture still, and that gorgeous dressing area. Okay guys, well that's the end of my build. I hope you liked it. So like and subscribe for more. This is my first video, but more is coming.